War never changes. The end of the world occurred pretty much as we had predicted. Too many humans, not enough space or resources to go around. The details are trivial and pointless. The reasons, as always, purely human ones. The Earth was nearly wiped clean of life. A great cleansing, an atomic spark struck by human hands, quickly raged out of control. Spears of nuclear fire rained from the skies. Continents were swallowed in flames and fell beneath the boiling oceans. Humanity was almost extinguished, their spirits becoming part of the background radiation that blanketed the Earth. A quiet darkness fell across the planet, lasting many years. Few survived the devastation. Some had been fortunate enough to reach safety, taking shelter in great underground vaults. When the great darkness passed, these vaults opened, and their inhabitants emerged to begin their lives again. One of the northern tribes claims they are descended from one such vault. They hold that their founder and ancestor, one known as the Vault Dweller, once saved the world from a great evil. According to their legend, this evil arose in the far south. It corrupted all it touched, twisting men inside, turning them into beasts. Only through the bravery of this Vault Dweller was the evil destroyed. But in so doing, he lost many of his friends and suffered greatly, sacrificing much of himself to save the world. When at last he returned to the home he had fought so hard to protect, he was cast out, exiled. In confronting that which they feared, he had become something else in their eyes, and no longer their champion. Forsaken by his people, he strode into the wasteland. He traveled far to the north, until he came to the Great Canyons. There he founded a small village, Arroyo, where he lived out the rest of his years. And so, for a generation since its founding, Arroyo has lived in peace, its canyons sheltering it from the outside world. It is home. Your home. But the scars left by the war have not yet healed, and the Earth has not forgotten.
Hello again. This is The Adventures of Nork. Second episode, obviously. Nork has spent the night in the Buckner house, dribbling, I would imagine. This, obviously, direct continuation from the last video. And at this point in the adventure, we have to find Vic in the town of Klamath. So that's what we're going to do, hopefully. Nork, chosen one. Chosen most likely to get punched in the mouth. Drop you on your head, or no? No, I wasn't dropped on the head. I was dropped down a ravine. Exciting conversation from those two. How dare you shoot me? Okay, let's try. I gotta pee. Lovely. Right, well, here's Vic's shack. I refuse to call that a house, to be totally honest. I know that sounds a bit snobbish, but look at it, for fuck's sake. Ah, booze. That's just what I need. And a... yeah. Deck of cards. What? Yeah, this is a deck of cards for collectible card game. Looks like it could be an expensive hobby if you get hooked. Right, I haven't played this for a while, so I'm just going to see. I'm going to save this because I remember something awful happening last time I did this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, fucking door's trapped. 22 lockpick. This is gonna take some time. Oh, I jammed the I don't believe that. I jammed the lock first time trying. Okay. Time to save scum like a bitch. Where's traps? This isn't gonna work. You failed to find any trap. Well, put your face in it then. Put your face against the door and look harder. Bollocks to it. Isn't this the most interesting gameplay video ever? If I just wait for random chance, I'll be here all day. I'll have to come back with some lockpicks or something. Let's have a look in here. Yep. Grink. Ooh, this is going to take a long time. At this point, I'm just looking for stuff to sell, so I can hire Sulik, so I have a higher chance of survivability. I don't even have any armor on at the moment, so if that wasn't obvious from the bright blue and yellow jumpsuit I'm wearing. I wonder if... Can you read that with a low intelligence? Yes, you can. Huh. I figured just if your intelligence was low, your character wouldn't understand what was written in the book. Although, so far, if your intelligence is low, you seem to understand what's being said to you. You just can't articulate yourself very well in any means to reply properly. You better believe it. The rats will eat them. Oh, good for the rats. Children. You're just like the... Oh, thanks. If it wasn't illegal, I'd punch you in the mouth. Don't mind me, I'm just rifling through your shelves. One of these guys, I'm pretty certain one of these guys is supposed to give me a key. Because I'm going to need all the keys I can get. I cannot pick any locks with my skill that low. I mean, I could whack the game difficulty down. Because I'll just, where is it? I'll just show you preferences. You've got the game difficulty and then the combat difficulty. I've got them kept both to normal, but if you set the game difficulty to easy, it's things like the challenges, like speech checks, lockpick, whether you're going to blow yourself up with explosives. That does become a lot easier. Oh, pardon me. But I'm not going to do that. Your antenna don't pick up all the channels. Nope. Okay. Okay. Kill that. Well, that was easy. Yeah, getting... But with a higher intelligence, I'm certain you have to convince him to give you the key. If you turn up as an idiot, he just throws the bloody thing at you. Also, it is right. It definitely makes the game a lot more stable, in my experience anyway, when you've got the restoration project installed. But even when I'm not in like any immediate danger, I will be saving it at random intervals, because I've had a few... I don't understand why, but I've had a few instances where I've tried to either load a previous save or save, you know, just flat out normal saving, and it won't let me. So I end up absolutely stuck. Normally, if I can choose an empty save slot, that tends to work, but sometimes saving in any slot just doesn't work. Oh joy, I've got bullets for guns I don't have. Oops, I clicked the wrong one. More Wellington boots or rubber boots. Yeah, rubber. I don't like calling them wellies. That just... Even for me, that sounds a bit too silly. Oh, here we go. Combat was beginning. Critically hit for 3 points. I got bruised and scarred by getting a... Fuck you. Fucking bruise and scar me, you furry lump of crap. Huh. I know that was a I know that was a feature for Fallout 3, but... I just sort of figured if you had a lower intelligence you wouldn't gain as much experience. Glad that's not the case. You just gain a lot less skill points. Yeah, I know it would have taken more disk space or whatever, you know, and it would have just taken longer to do, I suppose, and produce as a game. But it would have been nicer if Fallout 3 had more situations. But I suppose that's the advantage of like a lower level of technology. You know, they don't have to record different voice lines for every single character just because your character, you know, the player character, is an idiot. Although there are some skill checks. No, not skill checks. Sorry, there are some dialogue things that change in Fallout New Vegas, but there's not enough, to be honest. I'm not ragging on the game, by the way. I absolutely love the game. Ooh. Okay, I got 9 skill points. Oh, bloody yeah, shit, I forgot. I'm just as stupid as Nork, it would seem. Keep forgetting I chose to have big guns. I know with my perception being low, I'm not going to be very accurate, but the idea with Nork, he gets up close, and that's it. You know, a lot less chance to miss your target if you're like three squares or 3 hexes, whatever, in front of him. Also, I've never had a big guns orientated or energy weapons, to be honest. I've only ever played Fallout with small guns. I've never used melee. I've used big guns, but I've never had a character geared towards them. I know this one isn't. God, I can't remember. I think it was called Ashes of Phoenix. I played a Fallout Online where you got to play as you could choose your character build. Instead of being forced to be a human, you could be a super mutant, and that was fun. It's just it was kind of all over the place. I did enjoy the game, but it was weird. I personally prefer Fallout Online Reloaded, but some of the people on that game just... I love it, and I again highly doubt this because the amount of players on Fallout Online was tiny anyway. But if anyone from Fallout Online Reloaded is watching this, don't take this the wrong way, but some of the players on that game are absolute wankers. What is it with our early RPGs and rats? I'm fairly certain that's the first proper quest you get in Morrowind, or at least it was for me when I played it. Oh no, yeah, no, not the first. It's the first like Fighters Guild quest or whatever. You have to clear out some rats. I need to re-download that. I've not played that for ages. Although the first time I played it, I was quite young, and I'm probably, if anyone's watching this, probably going to get flogged. But I played it first on the Xbox, the original. You can't say Xbox One anymore. The original Xbox, and because I was quite young, I found an exploit on there. Basically made enchantments permanent, and they would stack. So, you know, my character's intelligence was a million, you know, the charisma a million, everything. And I like the custom, you know, you could create your own spells in Morrowind. I like that. Well, in that they had more effects. I honestly can't remember if you were able to do that in Oblivion. I know you can enchant things, but... Yeah, going off the point, this is supposed to be Nork's adventure. Not Vostok talks about... Well, yeah, I am talking shit anyway, but you get the point. I do apologise. I don't like, in games, you know, putting the gamma up to make it easier to see in dark places. So, if you can't see too well, I do apologise, but we're in the same boat, because I can't see very well in this cave myself. Yeah, that's a point. The guy said clear out the rats. Did he mean from the cave or just the back house? Or the back of the building, you know. So I did... My brain is not working today. Oh, hello. Oh, God, bloody... There we go. Hey! Now we can pretend we're Gordon Freeman if Gordon Freeman had a ice pick lodged in the side of his brain. Just pretend the rats are bigger and that they can jump. Yes, I'm not going to pick up all... These are rocks. You know, just standard rocks. I'm not going to bother collecting them. I may not be the most intelligent player, and Nork may be one of the stupidest characters ever created, but I'm not going to fill my backpack with rocks. Okay. Yeah, I can see a ladder and I can see some barrels filled with shit. Me mighty warrior. See? All those people buying air guns or .22 caliber rifles if you live anywhere where you can purchase weapons. You don't need that, you just need a sharp stick. Sharp stick and a lot of patience. Okay, I ended my... I was hoping that rat would hear something. Come closer. I'm a lazy melee fighter. Right, let's have a... Oh, a hammer! Oh, shit, another rat. Okay, there's more than one rat. Ooh, this has just reminded me. That's another thing about Fallout Online Reloaded. To be honest, I would love to see some more people play it. It's not very beginner friendly, and neither are some of the players. I mean, they've definitely updated it to sort of teach you the ropes. But, I mean, you can ask for help in the forums and you might meet honest people, but the thing is, unless you're in a guarded town, and I think there's two, you've got the hub and NCR. There might be a few others. I've not gone too far out of my way on that game. You can and will get... People will kill you. It's a game... It's like in a way, it's like Grand Theft Auto 5 online. Just because people can kill you without any sort of retribution, they will do it. Because, you know, some people roleplay in there. Some people roleplay and pretend they're characters, and I always ended up calling my characters things from other Fallout games, like General Barnaky, but I didn't pretend I was Barnaky. I just thought I couldn't think of a name, because I suck at that. I mean, come on, you know, this tribal barbarian, he's called Nork, for Christ's sake. But yes, some people do have the mentality of I'm a badass because I can kill anyone, or get a load of me, you know, just because they're free to kill you in a video game. It's kind of like a little bit of a power trip. But it's very easy for people... Luckily for me, I haven't encountered anyone like that. But it's very easy on the forum for someone to say, oh yeah, you know, I'll teach you, because you get experience for killing anyone, whether it's a player character or a monster. But they'll say, oh, no, hang on. I'm going to see if I can rest until I'm healed in this cave. There we go. It's very easy for someone in the forum to be all, yeah, come on, I'll help you out. He leads you somewhere and he'll just murder you in the desert. Because when you die, you respawn in a tent. They kind of look a little bit like makeshift medical zones. But you respawn... I didn't pick up the fucking hammer, did I? You respawn in a tent near where you died. Alright then. And quite often the game will say, do you wish to encounter, I don't know, 420 Blaze It Kid and some mole rats and some giant ants. You know, you'll get that sort of thing pop up on your screen. Sometimes though you can't avoid it. But it is very easy to die, and once you've died, you've lost all your gear. You can't recover it unless you bump into the guy, because you have to get back to a safe area after, you know, the tent areas aren't even safe because you've got no gear. It's pointless making them guarded. There are NPCs walking around, and if you attack one, like there's an enclave, whatever you want to say, there's one surrounded by enclave troops. If you punch one of them, obviously they'll laser you into the ground. But I left my character idle in one of those while I went to the toilet, and I came back, and the little message box at the bottom left of the screen told me I'd been killed 4 different times. But it didn't matter, because I didn't have any gear on me that was worth taking. But if on your way back, if you either come across a drop, like some areas have footlockers, and I made quite a lot of money in the game by just I was just a hunter for those things. God, sorry, this isn't like a let's play or a semi-roleplay thing, is it? I'm just advertising Fallout Online Reloaded at the moment. But the only way, long story short, the only way to get your gear back is hope you bump into the guy fighting friendly NPCs that are friendly towards you but not him, and they kill him, and you can get your gear before they get pissed off. Because sometimes, if the NPCs kill someone and you go to loot that corpse, they have a go at you. And when I say have a go, they actually fire bullets, lasers, plasma, rockets. They fire everything they have and hope to kill you. Actually, yeah, I suppose it's a little bit like DayZ in that respect as well. You know, you can bump into someone who'll just shoot. He'll either shoot you out of blind panic, because there is a TeamSpeak feature, but it's like a typical MMO. You have to type out what you want to say. So sometimes you have to take a risk. or shoot. If you think the guy's going to shoot you, shoot first. Anyway, the rats have gotten bigger. They're pig rats. I really should have come down here with some armour, shouldn't I? Can't rest. Ah, dicks. Oh my fuck, that's a big... that's a big mole rat. Oh god, see, if I remember right, I'm not sure if this was part of the restoration project or not, but I'm fairly certain you can... There's some dynamite kicking around here, and you can blow up these support beams and seal him in. See, he's got a knife and some xander root, I'm guessing. Is that xander root, rock flower? I can never tell, just from that little outline. So, yeah, if I were to cave the walls in and leave him that way, I wouldn't be losing any loot. I'm fairly certain a rat is not going to have a stockpile of gear on him